All right, y'all, we have exciting news. A new era of sports conversations begins now.
No scripts,
no filters,
just real opinions.
Welcome to the Other Guys podcast, hosted by Cam Bryce, Ryan Walsh, and David Germain.
Jaylen Brown's a big part of us. Like, you know, I'm never gonna predict the future, but like every indication, everything that I think about is over the past few years has been building around those guys, right? And so obviously you never know.
My name is Ryan Walsh. I am alongside Cam Bryce and Elijah here. This is the episode 1 of the Other Guys podcast, long-awaited first episode. So obviously you just saw that first video of Brad Stevens kind of, at least to me, talking about NBA is a business, you know, that whole spiel with Jaylen Brown and everything like that. So how do you guys feel about this? Do you think Brad Stevens being genuine, who he pretty much has been, you know, being the ex-head coach for the Celtics and everything like that? So drafting these guys and pretty much watching them all develop. How do you guys feel? Do you think he's genuine? Do you think he's just saying this to cover his own ass? Like, how do you guys feel about that?
Yo, that's a PR answer. That was definitely a PR answer right there. He's covering his ass.
For sure.
You just had this man on the trade block yesterday. He had a stream. He was trying to get right. He had a stream. And then he ended the stream out of nowhere. Oh, because I'm about to go pack my bags. I'm going to Milwaukee. Find out, nah, we don't even want you. We want Tyler Hero, which is pretty wild to me. Well, and we're going to get to that later. But the fact that that's what Brad Stevens has to say. He has to say he ain't got no other option. He got to come out. He got to try to defend his back. You know, Jaylen Brown, he ain't standing for that bullshit. So I'll probably be on the way. Jaylen Brown going to drop some tweet, take the Celtics out his bio and shit. It's going to be, we already know that.
Yeah, we know how much credit they've given Jason Tatum over the years, even after the Finals MVP, the Eastern Conference MVP that Jaylen Brown has received. He's never got the credit. His game isn't pretty. Boston's already picked their poster boy, their golden child. So this is just, obviously, like you said, he's developed Jaylen Brown. Brad Stevens was there when he drafted him, but yeah, Jaylen Brown is definitely out of there. It is what it is. It's time. It's time for him to get out of there.
Yeah. I definitely
but
agree
now,
with
like,
you guys for that. Oh, yeah, you go.
Well, who do y'all think, like, now that it's obviously it's done. It's broken. You can't repair this. So now they part ways, but it's like, who can the Celtics bring in to, like, or what team can go to Jaylen Brown and be like, okay, I can build, that's my franchise player? Because I'm looking at teams available, like Clippers, no, they just got Garland and they still got Kawhi, Lakers, Bron. It's like Cavs, Harden, Mitchell, is Hornets. Like, I'm thinking of teams like the Hornets, the Nets, the Hawks.
I was thinking Hornets, because the Hornets were in the play-in. They're kind of like that one player away from making a playoff push. So I can see him going to the Hornets, and I can see Boston maybe getting
Brandon Miller,
either Brandon Miller or just picks. You know, just building for the future. With Jason Tatum, not being healthy, he'll need a full offseason to, really make another late playoff push. So I can see them going to the Hornets with with picks.
Yeah, the Celtics are definitely the team that always goes looking for the future, even though they're trying to win now. You've seen that pretty much ever since Tatum even got drafted.
Right.
Maybe they'll do another swindle with the Nets. Who knows? Maybe they'll get another Jason Tatum-esque type player. But Hornets are a good pick. You know, pairing him with LaMelo Ball, that would be, pretty good TV. The Hornets now, especially with their announcer and all that, reminds me of like the 2019 Nets. You remember those teams? Like just having fun, doing good. You know, you're not like a playoff contender, but you're getting into that play-in game and stuff like that. So
I only like the Hornets because I used to watch Chris Smoove videos, and that was it.
Turning on the Jets. Go, Carmelo, go. Oh, wait, Kobe's open. Why not let it fly?
Splash.
The team he always used to play on. Every single one.
Love Chris Smoove. Shout out Chris Smoove. But so obviously, as a little lore for you guys, as I was making a graphic to show where Giannis was going to go. We were going to record this episode a few days ago, right before he got traded. As I was making the graphic, as I was finishing up, he gets traded to the Miami Heat. So how do we feel about this trade? And we'll show the trade here. Obviously, Bobby Portis and Giannis are both going to Miami for Hero, and I guess Jaquez and a few role players here and a bunch of picks, which was the 13th overall pick in the NBA draft last night, and a few pick swaps and second round picks. So I guess how do we feel about this trade, guys? Did we, is it good on both sides? Is it only one-sided? Is it just a bad trade overall and just trying to get rid of it? So I guess what are your thoughts on this?
For the Heat, I mean, you pair Giannis with any team, it's Giannis. I'm seeing people talking about, he hasn't played in 2 to 3 years. He's not, bro. You put Giannis on any team, he's the top 5 player. You put Luka on any team, he's the top 5 player. You put Jokic on any team, he's the top 5 player. Those players are the best players in the world for a reason.
He'll figure it out.
He was the best player. He'll figure it out. And they didn't give up much. You gave a Cattell Ware, but it was obviously Spoelstra and Ware always had problems. Cattell Ware had some DNPs last year, so it really didn't matter. Then you get up Tyler Hero, was a guy who was inconsistent, could never be that 4-time star. I mean, did he make the All-Star game? Was he an All-Star?
No.
I don't think he was an All-Star game. He might have been. He might have been replacing, or he might have been in the 3-point contest or something. But now you got Bam, and we shown last year, Bam took that leap last year where he knows how to score now. So now you add Giannis. That's already a dangerous court right there. Now they just need somebody to just a good little ball handler, like a Dennis Schroeder, somebody to just get them back and down, running the court, because they're going to run in full speed and they're going to defend. That's Miami. They're getting back to that way when they were dominant with the Heat and LeBron, because everybody was flying to the ball and they defended and they shoot the 3 out. And they still got Davion Mitchell too. So
sleeper pick. Yeah, you can go, Eli.
Norman Powell still in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Norman Powell's still there.
I was just going to go.
He was injured last year too.
Yeah, to me and a lot of people I've seen on social media and just NBA YouTubers in general have talked about Norman Powell just having a random prime, dropping 20-something a game. He's always shown glimpses, in LA and with Toronto Raptors fan. He was a good contributor. OG was kind of more of the you would say LeBron stopper, and Kawhi as well. Obviously being on that championship team in 2019. Then getting shipped off to LA with Kawhi. He was obviously just overshadowed every single time he was getting any playing time. He was always behind Kawhi. He was always behind DeMar and all that. He's not a big name star, but once he got to Miami, he definitely broke out. He's averaged, I think, 21.5 points a game this past year, and he was hurt a lot. So he's definitely getting that opportunity now. And just giving him the ball and paired with Bam and Giannis, it's just going to open up more opportunities for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But another part of me is what? I know what direction the Bucks is going to. Yeah, I know what direction they gone. It's over. You got your championship. It's done. It's
last player on the team's gone. Hope. All of them are gone.
You got no hope. That's once they moved Drew Holiday, I was like, it's over. It's over. That was years ago. That was 3 or 4 years ago. Once they did that, I was like, it's over. Giannis is done. He's not happy.
Mm-hmm.
What is
snap! Wait, Miami got Bobby Portis too.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
Another good 6-man off the bench. Yeah.
They got Bobby Portis. They still got Norman Powell. They got Davion Mitchell.
Yep. That Heat culture is sneaking up. They got all the right pieces, man. They might have it to come out of the East. Who knows?
Yeah. So who do you think is the best? You got Andrew Wiggins as well, and Jovic. So you got a pretty good bench, regardless of losing Hero, Jaquez, which to me, Jaquez is always a great player to have. So he might be getting a bigger role on the Bucks because I don't really have anybody to You fired Doc Rivers, which to me, Doc Rivers was there way too long.
Yeah.
I don't know why you fire Mike Budenholzer. I really don't know the hate behind that. And Drew Holiday trading him. It's just like it's kind of at that point where Giannis.
And then they went and got Kyle Kuzma. Like, you lost your goddamn mind.
So now all you got Kyle Kuzma.
Like, did you see Kyle Kuzma tweet the other day? He tweeted something like, "Why would they want to trade? I'm just a trade chip, a guy who shot like 40-50% from the field." I'm like, bro, didn't you? They got like the little graphic of him, 22 minutes, 0 in everything. He did the Tony Snell shit. Remember?
Tony Snell.
Hey man, he got his union benefits, so he don't care.
Bro, fuck. Even though I'm a Lakers fan, he won a ring with us. He was dog shit. Kyle Kuzma was dog shit.
He was definitely like a Kenny. He was like definitely like a Kenny Knox type of player getting drafted. He's a bigger guard, a bigger player, but with a handling ability and court
He's
vision.
trying to say he was up there with Jason Tatum when he first came out. They didn't lost their goddamn mind.
6 years is a long time.
Flashes were there. No.
Flashes.
Flashes were there. There's only so many spots. And there's only one ball.
I thought Lonzo was going to be the greatest point guard in history after that rookie year. I thought he was going to be the next man.
He's just gotten hurt, but
and then his knee just gave out.
Julius Randle trade also made the news. You got rid of Mamadou Gay and a Brooklyn pick. It ended up being, which is going to be picked tonight. And so Julius Randle leaves Minnesota and he goes to the Brooklyn Nets with a 28 overall pick from Minnesota. And then Nick Claxton is also going to the Bulls. So, just not as I would say, being in New York and being in LA didn't really do as much as they thought he was going to be. So,
yeah, he was definitely highly rated coming out of college. But if you look at his career so far, every stop he's made, he's been inconsistent. He hasn't showed up in the playoffs. When New York leaned on him, he couldn't get it done. Minnesota, he's supposed to be the number 2 over there, could never get it done. Just goes silent in the playoffs. So, I mean, Minnesota, they obviously noticed that, so they got him out of there expeditiously. Like, we need something else. We need a different direction because Julius Randle being our number 2 guy, we're not going to win anything with Ant. Brooklyn, obviously, they're not going to do anything. Haven't made noise. Haven't made noise in years. Just New York,
Kyrie and Kevin Durant fiasco.
Yeah, just New York's second team at this point.
They got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go. Everybody
just got to go ball out and see see what happens.
Everybody in that organization shouldn't have a job. I mean, from the food people to the people who the ticket office. You got to get everybody out of there if you want to change.
You just got to get a whole new culture. That's why, like, the 2019 Nets were fun to watch, and I think it was just a good culture there.
Yeah, when it was,
and then they just get rid of D'Lo. Let's go all in on Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and then
Joe Harris,
James Harden.
If they would have kept D'Lo and just had him and just kept building around them, and then got like Kevin Durant and the superstar.
If you had Kevin Durant and D'Lo, I think that would have been a better combo. Obviously, barring COVID and all the
and then D'Lo lost his power for basketball. So he's just no longer good anymore.
Yeah, well, he went to the Warriors, so it's like that was kind of just you're shipped off. You lose a lot of mentality with that, just getting traded. This is your team. You're our future. Oh no, we're gonna get pretty much the 2 best free agents on the market at that time.
Then went to LA and got slandered. You go to LA, you're gonna get slandered every game. You don't score 20 points.
He went back to LA. He got slandered with the Nick Young stuff. Being a snitch and all that, and then went back. He was consistent. He was inconsistent.
He was good for first year, and then after that, they was like, "Yeah, bro, you're out of here, bro."
Yeah,
that's how they do everybody, bro.
But the Nets are gonna be, an LA Fitness. I would say an LA Fitness team because if you're not getting the ball, if you're not MPJ or Julius Randle,
nah, they're the Y. They don't belong.
The Y. That's what I was gonna say.
The
Y.
They're the Y. They don't belong to LA.
You got MPJ and Julius Randle on there. Both players, not
both
really
hoopers.
Going for
both hoopers though. Not Julius
They're
Randle.
very good talent.
MPJ
very good talent, but
Julius
getting the
Randle
ball.
he just dumb, bro. He just plays so dumb. It's like you got a brain. Like he don't have a brain when he hoop, bro. Like he just be out there 5 feet away from the basket, posting
paint
up,
mashing,
like, bro.
yeah, paint mashing.
Yeah. Nick Claxton, going to the Bulls. I would say that's a pretty good pickup, despite
Solid
you have no
guy,
centers.
7-footer.
You have no centers. The Bulls, what are we doing?
Rim protector.
Which kind of goes into our next topic here with the NBA draft just happening last night. There's a few crazy picks, a few non-picks that were very surprising. We'll get into that a little bit. But I guess we'll go with our sleeper picks, just people who are kind of, I would say, not in the headlines, but also not just in the draft-wise, but also like they might do more than you actually think. So segueing into that with the Bulls, with my pick is going to be Jaylen Swain, because he's just a great finisher, and just both sides of the ball. He's a great defender, kind of like a Drew Holiday type of player, where he's able to, get to his spots, kind of like a Jamie Jaquez or a Drew Holiday. Knows his role. Texas, they were like one of the front runners for the good amount of the NCAA season, with him being one of the top guys there, averaging 17.5 points with Texas after transferring from Xavier. So, the Bulls, I don't know why, but after Caleb Wilson, good pick, good top 5 pick. But what are we doing? Why do we have so many guards on the team? As I went to their roster, they had, I think, over, you got Josh Giddey guards there. It's like, are we going to get a trade, or like, what are we doing over there?
We're definitely a few years away from making any noise.
Good hire, though. Tiago Splitter. Definitely a good hire.
With Splitter, I like that. Getting Billy Donovan out of there was a necessity for the Bulls, but we're still very far away.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they got a plan. Hey, I'm not no GM, because I'm pretty sure if I have a GM, I'd be running the organization under the ground too. I wouldn't know what to do.
I don't even play 2K anymore. I don't even play 2K GM anymore.
What?
I'm done with that.
What? I would have traded Luka too. What? I would have definitely traded Luka.
You would have been out of a job too.
I would have been out of a job.
They just had yes to everything. They turned the sliders up.
Yeah, man.
And I guess we'll go into Cam's pick. Lack thereof, I guess. Isaiah Evans. Cam, would you like to talk about your sleeper pick for this draft?
Yeah, Isaiah Evans. I'm sad to say we didn't go day one, guys. We didn't go day one, but you know what? We're going to find a home. 6'6", long-range strike, crazy athletic ability. I compare him a lot to Brandon Ingram. He looked like a smaller version of Brandon Ingram, better ball handler, and he plays defense. We know Brandon Ingram coming out of Duke. The main question was, this guy can't play defense, too long and slinky. Isaiah Evans actually has some muscle in him, great build. Actually might be 6'7", or I don't know how. You never know how these sites dictate height and weight, because Sauce Gardner the other day found out he was an age younger. So I'm like, yo, how does this shit like this just happen? Yeah, you didn't hear that?
No.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner the other day.
He's 24, not 25 or something like that.
He's 24, not 25. On his birthday, on
Randle.
everything, it's been 25. He's 24.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought he was saying he was younger, but he's actually older. Okay, at least it's not that. All right.
Yeah, but like that's still actually I would have rather that happen to me too. But
well, that's
anyway,
a good
back
way.
to Isaiah Evans. It's like, I don't know how he didn't get picked. I thought the Lakers were going to take a chance on him. I mean, maybe the Lakers have some fastbacks to getting a guy like Brandon Ingram. But you know what? They said this is literally the deepest class since then Bron's class. That's what they've been saying. It's the deepest class since Bron and Melo in that class. So, hey, maybe second round picks become stars. When was Jalen Brunson? What was he, late first? What was he, 13? 16? What was he? He had to be like 16.
2018. 33rd. So he was second round.
33rd, so second round. And then Fred VanVleet, the geyser.
Undrafted.
Demand him.
Yes, sir.
Toronto legend.
Undrafted. Everybody got a different path, bro. Especially if you 6'6", you can guard, you could defend. If you could just be a wing, like we seen it. Like even Bronny, a smaller guard. how he started to develop is just let me defend, and then let me hit open shots. Oh, I can get a rotation spot. Oh, that's all I got to do. So if you're not the main guys like AJ, the Darren Peterson, where the guys that could just pull up and just take over games, then you got to find your role in the NBA.
Well, that's why the bad teams usually right now on the the Knicks are on the clock tonight with the first pick in the second round. Isaiah Evans is still the best available. He's not labeled as the best fit via ESPN. So Henry Bassar is which I mean Knicks do need a center, in my opinion. They have enough wing guys and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna bring Mitch back.
He's he does this thing in the playoffs. But if Cat getting fouled out was the best thing that happened in that NBA Finals, I will say that it was the best thing that happened because Mitchell Robinson did his thing. But
yeah, he played his role.
But yeah, I was watching the draft last night, like as I was getting ready for this podcast, and I was waiting for Isaiah Evans because it said best available, and best fit, and he just dropped down. And they actually, what's messed up about this, they actually invited him to the green room, which for those who don't know, usually if you're invited by the NBA, you're usually a lock for the pick, like to be first rounded. And him not getting drafted, to me, that I would be so embarrassed. And if I'm in the NBA, what are we doing? Why is he not getting picked?
Do you think he underperformed at Duke?
I think Duke underperformed itself. Cameron Boozer definitely underperformed.
Did he average like
Duke
16,
as a whole?
though? Didn't he average 16?
I'm talking about the tournament.
What did Boozer average? Like 20 something?
What?
What did
Yeah,
Boozer
but
average?
I mean, in my opinion, Boozer's game. Don't get me wrong, very very good player. One of the best high school players.
There's no sailing to his like Isaiah Evans. I feel like Isaiah Evans can go a different sailing than Boozer because his ability and the way
Boozer
he plays.
is 6'9", and what I saw during the tournament, Boozer would just run down and try and get fouled every time. Type of basketball. That's no post work, no anything like that. And say what you say about his dad, but his dad made the NBA. He was there for God knows how long. Very great role player with the Bulls at one point. With the Jazz, he was a very good player. Like, how are you not having post moves or anything? How do you not have that at this point in your? Obviously, you're a rookie. It's a little bit different. You got a much bigger competition. But if you couldn't even do that in college, where down the stretch you couldn't even go down and get free throws or anything like that, and not make your shots and only be a downhill guy, you don't have any outside game, you're going to be exposed in the NBA easily, as we were just talking about with Mitchell Robinson. But he's there for defense, and I don't think Boozer's really there going to be for defense. But,
I mean, they'll give him the keys in Memphis, so hopefully
as long as Ja stay there, Ja can make him a better player. But if Ja
okay in
there,
the West. We're okay in the West. Big crazy quote. But, all right, we'll move on to another Western Conference team with Darius Acuff Jr. being selected by the Kings. Top 10 pick. What do you have to say about Mr. Acuff Jr.?
I mean, sleeper pick, but his game kind of speaks for itself. 3-level scorer. All SEC, all SEC freshman, SEC Player of the Year. Took Bama on a deep March Madness run. I would compare him to AI. Just explosive guard, good handle. Still gets his teammates involved. I think he averaged like 6 assists. But looking at that Sacramento roster, all those veterans, not sure if they can keep all those guys, Zach LaVine, DeMar, Russell Westbrook. Like, somebody's got to go, because if we talk about the future, he's the future. I think he can consistently get it done for them as a scorer. Obviously, he's 6'3". Teams are going to take advantage of him, put him in a pick and roll. But when a guy can put up 49 one game at Bama last year. Like when a guy can put up crazy numbers, he can pull from 30, 35 feet. Like we need him on our team. Russ is on a back end of his career. Same with DeMar and Zach LaVine. So the Kings definitely got some pieces they need to move around, but yeah, he's a great pick for Sacramento, and his impact will definitely, if they, like I said, if they bring him off the bench or if they somehow some way keep all those vets, he'll definitely be a great piece you can implement him in that rotational guy who he can easily put up 15 in 15 minutes. Like he's one of those players, but great scorer. Like I said, I think he's the next AI, and yeah.
Fresh out the pot, shout out the chef. I know this made from scratch. Yeah, you slid down the block, I go all black. Now I look like the bad. Can't so mean I'm getting cheese. Still rock Louis, babe, Supreme. Designer bitch, I think